So we did 1, 2, and 3. You got to take time. They are challenging. They use the arc or the continuous line. Now, 4 and 5, the broken line. And one is low, one is high. So, of course, by now they understand the basic attack before, right? And then understand how to do the same thing with a knife. So what are we doing first? Clear the hands. They should know that their legs are bent, right? How to stand. If their knees are locked, they can't move. So they should know by now, they're doing number 4, that there's a slight bend and the weight's on the balls of the feet. So we open a little bit, see that? And we step off the line. 1 at a time. Again, off the line. All right? So we work that, and now we can work this left and right because they've been through number 1, 2, and 3. So we work one side, back, other side, back, one side, and back, other side, and back. Now we have the lower body, the first part of the lower body. Now we add the hands. 1, back, 2, and back. 1, and back, 2, and back. So now they have the understanding. Now we do, it's gonna be a little bit different because we're gonna push off a little bit, just a little bit, to get momentum to spin off. What's that mean? I'm here, I'm pushing off and turn, right? If I'm here, I'm gonna push off the line. I'm pushing off, but slightly that way. See that? Slightly. Before we just did this, to the side and turn. To the side and turn. Now, slight angle, and other hand is still there, and bigger turn. So, we're getting this hand first. Why? Too many people have this habit. Hands coming, try to grab with 2 hands. That might work really nicely inside the dojo. That's bad training. Yes, if it's a fist, you could do that, but it's still dangerous. That fist can break this thumb. If it's a knife, you go with 2 hands, you can get the knife in the other hand. So, from the beginning, it's clear, see that? Clear, and when I come this way, see, there's an angle. When I come this way, where's this hand? See, it's not here. It's not where it can get stuck, and it's here. So when as I'm pivoting, this way. As I'm pivoting, where's my hand? It's here. This one has the contact. Once I have control, then this one catches up. Literally catches up. So it takes a little bit of time to get, but we take our time. It's better to take the time and get it solid than to rush and have it wrong for a year. So, clear. All right, my knees are slightly bent on the balls of my feet. Clear, push, 1, and then pivot, 2. All right, so now 4 has an extra step. This is front of my center. One's on top, one's on bottom. We're going to reverse. This is the yang hand, and this is the yin hand, meaning this is the dominant, this is the supportive hand. When we reverse, we do this. So now this becomes the yang, and this becomes the yin. So yin and yang reverse. And as I do that, it stays lined up with my center. See that? It's my center. So it shouldn't be over here, shouldn't be over there. When I pivot, it should be right here, like in the Hansu form, right here. When I catch up, it's right there. It's right underneath. In fact, in Hansu, when you do this movement, that's what we're doing. Then when we switch, yin and yang, stays with my center, but my center changes also. So I go from turning in, yin, to turning out, yang. And my hands come from here, yin and yang, and then they switch. So, how do we move? We're clearing, and na, pull, set. We stop there for now. 1, 2, and 3. But later on is more. 4, meaning what? Here and stepping through, like in the Hansu form. Also here and stepping back, like in forms. Because there are multiple ways of finishing. But in the beginning, we just do from here, how to shift, have this forward. Because they're learning the basics of basic defense. Later on, when we do the takedowns, then we learn there's also a yin and a yang. The yang is I turn, I step through. The yin is I turn, I pull back. But starting out is simply na, pull, set, turn my body. See that? Here, here. This is my center the whole time. That's my center, center. And that's how we cover basic defense number 4, starting out. Now, 5. So 1 is a straight line low, and we know that basic attack 5, we practice with the open hand to here. And by the way, remember, when we're supposed to use the blade, 5 is not here, it's not over here, okay? Even with a rubber knife, right? This looks safe, it's dangerous, okay? In one school, some place where I taught, not too much, I think maybe one time I taught them, and they had an accident. The knife went into the person's mouth, at the back of his throat, he went down in convulsions. It's dangerous, okay? In our school, the knife ended up in the eye. Why? 2 people not paying attention. The attacker not following the instruction, and the defender, they weren't on, they were off. So this is real, you gotta keep it real. So when we have a blade, a weapon, it goes here. This becomes the target for 5. Okay, not even the throat, because I can take you out with this knife. If I hit you in the throat, I can take you out. So here, okay, so we have to make contact, otherwise we're not training for real. If we have the wrong sense of this is the timing is key. If that's off, your technique is off. If your technique is off, you're in peril, especially if someone's trying to get you with a knife or a fist. So remember, when we do number 5 with the weapon, it's coming chest area, right here, right? Nowhere above that. And when we use an empty hand, it's coming here. Okay, when you become an expert, then that will change. But until 2044, do it this way. Now, starting 5, we step same way, so this is here. This. So now, we defend with this, and we defend with that, depending on the range. Because 5 is actually from here up. Number 4 is actually from here down. So basic defense number 4 is for thrust. From here, let's say your solar plex down to here. And 5 is for a thrust between here and here. So when someone's thrusting, because pretty fast, you can't dictate exactly where that hand's going to be. But if they're going higher, you're meeting with this. If they're going a little bit lower, okay, you're meeting with that. So this one is this way, and also this way, because if it's a knife coming in, if you're this way, look what's here. You get cut here, this is done. It's out of the fight. Cut here, that's okay. You can still make a fist punch, you can still grab, right? But here, Once you cut these ligaments and tendons, that's it. It's major surgery to fix that. So, we move off the line, and it's here. And watch, I shift 45. See that? I didn't pivot all the way to here. Can we do that? Yes. But starting out 5 is a short movement. Short, see that? Here, and then press down, turn the body. This becomes the yin, this becomes the yang. Lock the arm this way. So when the person is attacking, they're attacking, you're there, you do a slight break as you block, and then you pull it this way toward their back, breaking their balance. This position. You should be here in that position. So, 5, it's very important that the student understands where this goes. This comes down. Because if this is too high, they pull this way, they will damage other students. These techniques are dangerous. They will damage other students if we do not teach them correctly. So, here, down, down, and then down more. And bring this over the top. So it gets much more technical because you can't have a weight on your thumb. So it's not weight on your thumb. You got to use this pressing forward. See that? And get this way. So now the weight is here. But do it incorrectly this way, the weight's on my thumb. Easy for me to be damaged just doing practice. Okay, one student just twists too much or resists the wrong way, you're going the hard way, and then you got to get acupuncture from Grandmaster Choi. The long needles through your wrist. You don't want that, right? So we do 5. We start how? Na, pull, set, right? Because we do both sides. Hana, pull, set, right? And then we do hana, down, pull. And just like with 4, once we have that, later on we're doing takedowns. We have the yin and yang. We have direct, follow through. And we have indirect, yield, circle. So both are correct, but we have to start the right way to teach them the way. Basically,